There we go. Now,
stick yonder on the old doobly digger ding it a jig it so we can have a toke and toke. All right. So, I wanted to come at y'all real quick, just real fucking quick. A little bit of motivation for your day and a little bit of inspiration. Comes from the war cry of the militia. A lot of folks don't know it anymore. They haven't heard it in over 200 years. So whenever somebody says it anymore, everybody thinks that you're goofing around or you're play acting like you're a secret squirrel special super operator and shit like that, instead of where it really fucking comes from. See, it wasn't huzzah. Let's be making that fucking shit real clear right quick. It was not huzzah. Huzzah was the way that the British said it. Hurrah was the way the Marines have always said it. However, wahoo is actually the way that the militia always said it. It's now said by the United States Army Airborne, but it used to be said by the militia, specifically the people being so armed. When they would run into combat, running in with their guns ready, facing forwards, or holding their swords in their hands, they would run in and say at the top of their voices, "Wow!" Because they knew they were about to die. And they wanted to let God know they were coming. So a little bit of motivation for you. Scream it out loud and fucking proud. Go ahead. I'll let you do it for a sec. That feel good? Good. Because that's what I do every morning when I wake up. I scream that out at the top of my lungs, coffee or no. And it makes me feel good. It's a little war cry that you can do for your everyday life, but it's most appropriate on the battlefield. Let God know you're coming. It came to my attention earlier when I was in another live stream that folks don't appreciate the militia anymore. They look at us as a bunch of fucking LARPing idiots running around as if it's a joke. Well, let me ask you something. Does this 45-pound pack look like a joke to you? Because to me, that motherfucker sat on my back all day yesterday. That's why I was fucking sore as hell. That's one of the reasons why I was sitting there going, "Oh, I'm growly, grouchy," because I was fucking sore. Because I got my ass out and I trained with this heavy son of a bitch on my back. That's not a lightweight little fucking pack, man. That's 45 pounds of shit. And that is why right there, I tell people, get out and train. Because as much as 16 pounds is too much for me to do this with. 45 pounds, I can carry that on my back all fucking day. Let that blow your mind for a second. That is what training does for me. Over my head, I might split in fucking half. I almost shit myself every time I pick up backpack up. But you can guarantee this. I'm going to be set. I'm carrying at least 65 pounds of gear when I'm out there in the fucking sticks going and doing the training. And I really do train. I don't just fucking sit on my ass all day and do fucking nothing. Because everybody seems to think that that's the case for me. Like, well, we always see you in live streams, you sitting on your ass and you talk about this all good game of going and walking around in your yard and working on your yard. But what the fuck do you do? Well, you want to see what I do? Motherfuckers, I take risks. I carry heavy fucking machinery. That's 12 pounds. This is another 8. This is what I'm talking about. I get out there and I bust my ass. So I expect that others will do the same. That's all I expect. Get out there, train. Because in the long run of things, you're going to be at more of an advantage if you train than if you just sit there and yap your jaws. Real square and honest. See, the thing was, when I was younger, I spent probably about 3 years not necessarily getting shot at, but being told that I was a piece of garbage for what I was doing. Why not go join the military if you're going to be like that? Why not be this, that, or the other? Well, the opportunities that the military provided were not what I was looking for. They wanted me to sit on my ass and analyze paperwork. I wanted to get out and fucking beat the ground. So I got out and beat the ground. That's what it is. You're absolutely right, Hillside. You're absolutely right. You're going to end up being, how else would I says it, abhorrently disappointed. Because nobody's got the gumption to do. They talk a good game, but they never walk it. As you could see, 45 pounds of shit in a 10-pound sack. I'll walk it. And I scream out at the top of my motherfucking lungs, wahoo, because I mean it. God, I am coming. Prepare the way. True that. However, can I ask you this, Joe? When it comes down to the nitty-gritty and shit is actually expected of you, because otherwise you'd just be sitting there and getting filled full of holes. Are you not going to respond? Because that's what I would do. I would actually respond. I know that I would respond. I have in the past. It all comes back to, do you choose violence because they are trying to force you to do something? Or do you choose passivity? Because I know you. I know you. You choose violence. I'm just saying. Like, for real. People, don't get it twisted. Don't never get it twisted. I'm on a level of, I get out there and I carry a big ass fucking pack. And there ain't even a fucking water bottle in that motherfucker. You know that? When I go out and I train, I do dehydration training. Most folks don't do that. They do their little LARPy crap or whatever, or they go out and they're fucking full of rucks and everything, and they always get on the level of don't forget to hydrate. I do dehydration training because if you can function when you're dehydrated, you are the more effective warrior. Something I learned in the desert. No. So yeah, I do dehydration training. I hike up them mountains. I get out there and I do. Question is, just like yesterday, the fuck have you done lately? And wahoo, motherfuckers. Wahoo. Salute to all you staunch motherfuckers out there for being you, for being righteous, because that's what's on the level. And then when I says it's true, you best believe it's true. Now I carry a heavy ass fucking backpack into them woods. I wear the same boots as our military. I put them on the same way. Put my pants on one pant leg at a time. Let that blow your mind. Just like everybody else. I'm physically fucked up from the floor up. But I still do it. So my question to you is, what's your excuse? Because mine, I don't have one. So I get out and I do. Today is going to be a day of me getting out and busting my ass and taking care of others, not myself. I'm not going to be out going and doing for me today. It's all going to be for everyone else. That's why I started today with a live stream coming to y'all, just giving you that little bit of motivation, that drive that says, wahoo, and get out there and do something. Make sure you took a big old freaking drink of coffee, ready your breakfast, and eat hearty. Because tonight we dine in hell. I gotta get all my shit together so I can get out and go do. I got early morning training, and then I gotta go and get ready for my mom to show up and get ready for my family to show up. So everything is What's important is getting taken care of. That's what's necessary, you know. Do what you need to. Take what you can, give nothing back. And I wanted to give y'all a little bit of something. If you guys are into the cap and ball thing, it's a little trick I just thought of yesterday. I was going to test it before I even came to you with it all. And I was able to test it as like, you know, can you basically kind of do this and, you know, make it so that your shit doesn't fall apart. So if y'all are into the cap and ball revolvers or into cap and ball black powder, this is what I wanted to show you. You'll notice going around that cylinder, there is masking tape. Well, the reason for that is the caps kept on falling off of my revolver. I says to myself, well, I can't have that because I need to have my revolver and I need to have it ready to go when I need it ready to go. How do I keep those caps on the pistol? How do I keep things ready to rock when I just need to draw and fire? Then I thought about it. Duct tape is pretty good for keeping things together. But there's a problem with that. It doesn't swivel well in a black powder revolver. And it does not do well in when you're trying to crush it. But masking tape. Masking tape works. So I says to myself, well, then let's get some masking tape out. This right here, this stuff right here, this will keep the shit together long enough for it to be effective. And that is why I carry a roll of masking tape in my gear, a roll of freaking electrical tape in my gear, and a roll of duct tape in my gear. All three. They are very fussy. You're right. Cap and ball revolvers are extremely fussy. And if you ain't doing, you know, if you ain't getting a, you know, if you ain't out there doing it with a black powder revolver because you've got the niceties, then all the more power for you. But for the rest of us poor fuckers, well, the ones of us who are restricted from having modern firearms, so we have to go and find some other method. Black powder revolvers are an option. And since that's really one of those only two options is I can actually utilize myself because I am fucked up from the floor up and drawing back a bow really fucking hurts to the point where every time I draw a bow back, I'm questioning whether or not I'm going to shit myself. Well, that in a nutshell is precisely why I carry a black powder revolver and I carry an air rifle. The air rifle is smokeless. It's capable of putting a round down range at about 900 feet per second. That's good enough for me. But, you know, no air pistol that I've ever been able to pick up and utilize has ever been strong enough to do more than 600 feet per second. Ever. And that's saying something because I have actually worked out how do you make a make a air pistol lethal. Which is really fucking difficult because you're dealing with a fucking barrel that is this long. So That's why as I turned to a black powder revolver, other than the fact that my cousin went and said, hey, this is an option. Yeah, you're right, Joe, but I want to point something out at you. When you've got nothing but them little red plastic caps because they won't fucking send you the damn real ones. When you go to pull it back like this in order to cock the hammer, all your caps fall off. So a dab of super glue and then circling that cylinder in good old fashioned 3M masking tape keeps them on. When you go and you pick the pistol up to cock the hammer to then go and fire it. And just so as you know, that motherfucker is always on my hip right there. God's honest. I consider it as, you know, a part of my kit, my standard kit that's always on my body, is always there and always ready. Till then, I don't need it, and I'm kind of happy I don't need it. Yeah, they aren't a fucking regulated item, but that doesn't mean that the shipping companies will carry them to your home. You still got to show up. Pardon me. Yummy. Homemade gummy bears. Anyways, because it is a touch sensitive explosive, they won't ship it to your house. You have to go to the little place to go and pick it up. And unfortunately, I can't leave my dog alone long enough to be able to do that. So I'd have to walk him into the building to go and do that. And because he is a war dog, they would expect me to put a muzzle on him. He is not he's not needing to be a muzzled dog. He's not that kind of dog. I thought so too. I thought so too, Joe. But nope. You can order them online, but you got to pick them up in store. They won't ship them. God's honest truth. I actually looked into it. That's one of the reasons why there's those videos of me being so pissed off about, you know, just trying to get shit together for my fucking birthday present, is because I went through that shit and I looked at it and I'm like, well, why the fuck won't you ship it to my fucking house? I mean, it's black powder, for fuck's sake. ATF guidelines. In a nutshell, not allowed to ship. Even though they'll ship it right to the fucking store. Don't ask me why. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me either. I live in Oregon. Supposedly, you can fucking get them shipped right to your house in Oregon or California even. But what can I say? They won't fucking ship them anywhere in the United States to a home address. You have to go to the store to pick them up. I asked, I looked around, I talked to people, I jumped through more hoops than you can imagine to try and get them to just be shipped to my house, and they don't fucking ship them anywhere to a home address. They won't. And before you says, oh, well, they'll do it here. You sure about that? They are touch sensitive explosives. They won't let you. It's like having them fucking ship triiodide to your house, or fulminating mercury, or Armstrong solution. All of them are touch sensitive explosives. They won't fucking ship them to your house, even in small quantities. Mm-mm. I don't want to go into a store to go and purchase touch sensitive explosives for one reason. It has nothing to do with the ATF. It has nothing to do with the government. It has to do with the fucking Karens. Because when you go and you pick that shit up at the store, one, that store manager is a fucking Karen. Every single last one of them. If you think I'm lying, I beg to differ, and you go and check it out for yourself. It's the truth. They are all fucking Karens. But what's worse, stores nowadays have made it a point that if you go and you purchase anything that's got that kind of equipment to it, and anything that's got that kind of speciality to it, they will take the screen grabs from the CCTV cameras and send that out to the ATF. This I did not know until a couple of days ago. I just had a weird feeling like maybe I shouldn't go into the store to go and buy them. So I didn't. Because I knew I had a couple of other options. You know, like have the Dollar Tree ship little fucking plastic cup caps right to your house. Yep. And I always tell my cousin, you know what? You can pluck the teeth out of a lion, but when you forget about the claws, you're the one who has to deal with it. Yeah, you can walk into the store, Joe. This is my point. You can't get them shipped to your house. That's what I'm on about. Has nothing to do with whether or not there's an ID or nothing. They won't ship them to your house. I'm kind of closeted about purchasing explosive stuff because throughout my life, I've always made my own. Because I watched as, you know, other people went and they bought from the store. And I used to go to gun shops just to go and price things, you know, just to go and see what was available. Do you know that every time you buy tannerite anywhere except for in Arizona, they take a screen grab and send it to the ATF? And personally, I wouldn't give a rat's ass except it's the fucking ATF. The most fucking tyrannical bureaucracy in the United States. Yeah, I don't have disposable income either. I don't. But I also have a particular bias against getting told, oh, well, don't worry, you can come back another time and come pick them up, even though you paid for them today. No, I'll go make my own with freaking matchsticks. My daddy taught me how to do that, believe it or don't. A little bit of aluminum foil and strike anywhere matches. The whole thing of make cup caps yourself with a fucking beer can, that shit's bullshit. Tested the theory because I thought maybe it might be a little better, but nope. Hey there, Seymour. How you doing? Good to see you. And yes, that is total sus. On a level of I won't fuck around with it. And they tell me, you know, you can come down to the store and pick them up, but we won't ship them to your house. I said, that's fine. I'll buy the plastic ones for, you know, little, you know, kids' toys and whatnot. It works just fine. and they'll ship those right to your house for some fucking weird reason. They'll ship you the plastic ones, but they won't ship you the ones that are actually made for your gun. Go figure. That's what got me on that level of something ain't right. I smell a dead rat in a wood pile, and that motherfucker ain't fresh. By the way, good to see you, Moose. Always good to see you, brother. And I wanted to point out at you. I don't know if you saw this before, so I wanted to say it's like I just got into it. And you remember how you was telling me if you ever get into black powder, let me know. Well, okay. I got into it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I've been using Pyrex and the single shot plastic cup caps. Be able to shoot my pistol, named Josephine, affectionately so. So I wanted to show you this, Moose, because again, you asked. You actually did ask when I was young, when I was a little younger and playing around. This, my friend, is Josephine. She is the Dixie Big Texan. This is my baby now. I take extra special care to be very careful with her. Because I know. Yes, Pyrex will eat your barrel if you don't clean it out. That's true. Dog, you're in the wrong place to do the best whole thing on. Go on. What do you do? Well, hey, Hut. That right there is Josephine. And she can be a little bit mean sometimes. So, yeah. Pyrex. Because I don't like it when I have to go and deal with stuff that's just nasty, stinky, gets all over the place and burns your hands when you get into it. It's a 4430 or 4440. And black powder, not anything else, but she's the Remington. Oh, come on. Remington single action army style. Oh, let me sit down here. As you can see, Remington single action army style. Cap and ball revolver. There we go. As you can see, single half cock. It's smokeless. That's interesting because I've never ever in my life seen it be smokeless. This is not the regular Pyrex, by the by. And it says right here, Ogden Pyrex, the muzzle loading propellant, P, the FFFG equivalent, 3F. Not smokeless powder, but approved to ship and store as such. Pyrex is not an explosive regulated by U.S. federal explosive law, but is an explosive regulated under Canadian federal law. Pyrex may explode if misused. Do not package this product. Do not reuse or refill this container. Discharging firearms in poorly ventilated areas. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Yeah, all that fun shit. Warning for black powder firearms only. Not black powder, a safer substitute. That's right there. So, yeah. Yes, it's considered an explosive. Hey, Itchy. Good to see you. And Richie Poe's in here now. Hey, Richie's in here. Hey, Richie, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'm glad you came by. I'm glad that everybody decided to, just show up and says hi to me. That's good. Yeah, when she goes off, let me put it this way. I shot her, I think it was yesterday or the day before. My wrist still fucking hurts, man. Ooh. Fetty, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, I decided that, when you was sitting there talking about the memorial park there, I was like, wait, that's some real good right there. So I needed to come out and I needed to say a few things. Like, one, wahoo! Little bit of motivation for you. That the suggestion. So the suggestion by Dixie Gunworks is that if you utilize Pyrex, that you need to clean your black powder gun thoroughly with a solvent. And then when you are done with that solvent, you go back and you grease it or oil it in some way or shape or form. There's a reason behind it, and I guess that's the reason. But yeah, thanks, Moose. These are small things I did not entirely know. So yeah, I'm new to the game. I'm really freaking new to the game because I have not shot black powder since I was 10 years old. Okay. Last time I shot black powder, me and my dad were having fun at the freaking Pioneer days. So, yeah. But any of you who don't know Moose, Moose is a very good friend of mine. And I appreciate him all the time for any time he comes over and says hi, because the Moose Man is built like a moose. He's a moose of a man. Yes, you're right about that, Joe. They use hot water to do it. Something that my cousin says to me was to use hot water and Dawn dish soap, because it cuts right through it. And I mean, extremely fucking hot water. Hilco lube, huh? That's not, I never even thought of that. Let me show you what I use. Let's see here, right? My backpack, yep. This is homemade on a Scotch Troop. Homemade boar butter. This stuff right here, you don't want to eat it. You don't want to eat it. It's got paraffin in it, but it's made from Crisco, almost equal parts Crisco and paraffin. And this, when it's fired out of the bore, actually coats the bore every single time you fire it. And that's why you need to use a high-grade solvent to be able to cut this stuff and the black powder crap. But I use this stuff right here. And this is also what I use to grease my gun, grease the barrel, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, homemade. You make it right at home. It's never a problem. Literally just Crisco and paraffin, candle wax, basically. And the solvent, as I use, where did I put it? It's in here, Summers. There. There we go. The solvent, as I use, this cuts right through it. I literally only had to pull one patch in my barrel, and it came out clean as a whistle the second run. So this stuff right here, if you look, if we're going to talk about, you know, cuts through black powder, cuts through the bore butter, cuts through everything, 91% rubbing alcohol, way better than water and soap. This stuff right here does it, and you can carry this in the woods. So that's why I use this stuff right here. Not to mention, it runs my little camp stove really well, which is basically just a, you know, a little. I need to show you all that because that is an amazing little piece of kit, and it has made it so that I can carry it out in the freaking woods and do so in confidence and have something incredibly light. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's ball shot. Where is all the way at the bottom? I have to repack everything before I go training today. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. I can get in there. I really can. Damn it. Fuck it. I'm just going to repack it anyways. Just unpack. Grab out. Ah, there we go. Penny can stove. This thing right here. This right here, you can cook coffee on it. You can cook eggs and bacon. You can cook a steak over the top of this thing. This is amazing. And it is so light. I mean, it is so fucking light. You don't even notice it in your pack. And it's so simple to make. If you want to, you can find out how to make one of these right on YouTube. Just look up penny can stove. Okay. This little thing right here, all you've got to do is put a penny on top of the sucker and light that motherfucker, and the penny keeps the heat so that the stove keeps running. This little thing right here has done some work. You can kind of see how that works, you know. All right, David. You have a good day, brother. Yeah, it's real dangerous freedom. Yes, Wingnut makes those. Yes, he does. Funny enough, that's actually where I got it. So yeah, go check out Wingnut. The man's got it. This is what else I use. This is the ammunition for it. 44 caliber, 454 lead round balls for muzzle loading, swaged lead, super soft, extremely freaking accurate. I need to have the super soft because otherwise it does not load well. Cast balls are a little bit harder, and until you get them impinged, they don't swage. So, it's basically the same thing anyways. It's just this is a little bit easier to deal with. Okay. Where is the box of Reloader Special? Always been a pain in my ass. I'm having to juggle here for a second. Yeah. Smash it first thing. You're right about that. Give me just a second. I'll be right back with you. Oh, get in here. There is a box. There we go. Not it. Damn it. That's the wrong box. That's still the wrong box. I got like 3 or 4 freaking boxes in here of shit. But, it helps to consolidate packing, so. Stick that somewhere else so I fucking lose the motherfucker, because I'll be pissed. It's fucking goddamn air gun powder getting my way, weighing shit down. No. 9, du warst aufhängen. You're not supposed to be in here when I'm handling things that go boom. You know better. I taught you better. Where's the stuff? There it is. That's what fell out. The one thing I needed to keep in there. The fun box. So. Literally. I carry this in a box in my pack. I call the fun box. It has my wadding. It has my powder measure. It has my scoop. And it has my drips to keep the caps from their slips. Also, it's got my tools for my air gun. Packs down real nice and tight. Consolidates well. And I may end up having to swap out this one for another box pretty soon just because of how things work. Hey there, FSP. How you doing, Father Son Prepping? Good to see you. Good to see you. So this right here is the other box. Y'all may not know this, but my mama gave me this for a Christmas present. It's a beautiful box. I have yet to open the card deck. This is for when you're stuck out there and you got nothing else to do. And you really need something to just keep your mind off of the monotony and the doldrums. A deck of cards is a godsend. Not to mention that if you really got a wild hankering up your ass, you could use these as target practice. But yeah, that comes in a box, a little wooden box. My mama got me for Christmas there. Nice little slide top box, and it keeps everything from being crushed in there. But yeah, that is my kit, literally, all consolidated down, smushed down into being what it needs to be. I can carry that all in this pack, and this pack weighs about 45 pounds all told when it's all solid up and whatnot. Now that is what is considered to be a light infantry loadout, believe it or don't. So yeah, I just, I'm going to have to repack this before I go taking off because, when you pack 45 pounds of shit in a 10-pound sack, I mean, come on. What do you expect? Oh, I'm going to have to get all that consolidated and whatnot. But yeah, so if you didn't know, Dixie Gun Works. This company right here is the most professional that I have seen. This is where I got Josephine. If you look inside, damn near the first front page, there is Josephine right there. Man, she's pretty. A bushwhacker. Huh. That's something else, Moose. Yeah, it's a good inline muzzleloader. All right, Moose. So yeah, real quick, I want to shout out my my new internet friend. Well, not new internet friend, but an internet friend who has not gotten enough love on my channel. Free from Fetters Grove, brother. Salute. For reals, for reals. Big time shout out. Y'all sub up, Eddie. He's a good dude. He's got a big heart. And I love him a lot, Dude is like one of those, one of those few real motherfuckers. Like the real people out there. Like all of y'all. So yeah. You want to know about people who are real in this world, and that's the people I try to connect together. That's the people I try to bring together. Is real people. Not these freaking showboaters on YouTube, not these fancy fools on YouTube. It's not all right, in my opinion. You shouldn't be here to try and gain clout. You shouldn't be here trying to go and do all that extra shit. You should be here to show the world who you are. Be real with yourself and with everyone else. That's what YouTube is about. I mean, it's in the name. YouTube. But what can I say? If this is if they want to go and go cloud hunting and all that other shit, then that's who they are. Then that's what they're saying. They are saying that this is who I am. I am a clout chasing nuttard. Pretty much. That's why I don't do that. I'm not chasing anybody's clout. I don't want your clout. I want my own. What I worked for, what I earned. That's it. Because I earned it. So, yeah. I'm not a clout tard. Huck, what the hell? This is one of the reasons I love Hook. This man come out with some freaking sideways jokes like, "Nice, Peter, little blood-sucking bastard. Now what? Ain't sucking blood no more." What? Nine, you leave us off it. Let's eat. You're not supposed to be in here. Go be a dude. Yeah. Hey, we're all on the spectrum. You know, everybody is. If you want to play that game, like we're all on a spectrum, but like at the same time, you know, most of us are at least real with ourselves, and we don't want to lie to ourselves. So, you know, we try to sit there and not put up with the fucking clout chasers. Which reminds me, something that Fetty brought to my attention, and I need to says to y'all, if you know this man, you need to avoid him like the motherfucking plague. All right, and that man is Angry Viking here on YouTube. And if you're on TikTok, I don't know why, but if you're on TikTok, his name is The Big Texan on TikTok. Avoid that man like the motherfucking plague. He's going to try and steal your money. He's going to try and break your heart. And then he's going to fucking run you around like an asshole. Not to mention that the dude's a foo-foo snowboy. And I'll say it that way. He is foo-foo as fuck. Like, dude, I don't do the fucking whole bullshit of like, I'm going to get all roided up and then run around in a fucking dress. I don't know what the fuck that's about, dude, but look, if you're doing that just to stay on TikTok, maybe you should get off TikTok. Just straight up. So yeah, fuck that son of a bitch. And I'm not sorry about it. He needs to go and have a fucking a wake-up call. He is straight up foo-foo. Let me put it this way. Fetty, please link your live stream, homie. That and you know what? I need to give you your blue zoot suit, right? Yep, I know I do. I need to give you your class A's, brother. Hang on just a second while I do that. All right. Because yeah, you deserve that. You've been nothing but straight up and honest with me. Fetty, let me see here. Add as moderator. Standard mod. And anyone else? Right. Of course, Farmer Son Prepping. I'm sorry that I never did this before. You deserve it and you've earned it all the time. You're a brother from another mother. Richie Poe, welcome to the channel. And welcome to the guard. Yeah, that should be good for now. Yeah. Yeah. Damn Google. But yeah, as my cousin says, If it involves orange hair and a dress that can't decide which litter box to crap in, run like hell. Yeah, that right there, Angry Viking did that shit. Straight up fucking did that shit. And I watched him do it on Fetty's stream. Fetty, link that stream, homie. Let everybody know what the fuck is going on, because that son of a bitch needs to be taken down a notch. Like, dude, you claim to be Navy? You claim to fucking be Navy and you pull that shit? My sister got more balls than you, dude. Seriously. My sister served on the Nimitz. Got more balls than you. That's a load of horse shit that a motherfucker like you could actually stand up and says the kind of crap that you would do and do the kind of crap you do. You're a fucking disgrace, homie. For reals. You ain't even a homie of mine. I'm going to put it that way. Fuck you, dude. You are a disgrace to the name of Naval. Straight up. Yeah. Like, for reals, check out Fetty's live. This dude, like, he did some shit. You can't come back from that. I don't care who you are. You go and you steal from people and you tell people, that, it's all because your son died and this, that, and the other. And you lying on that shit. You talking about somebody else's kid like that. Hold the fuck up. That ain't right, and you know it. That is conduct unbecoming. Grant. Fucking hell yes, brother. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see right there. Getting it, bruh. That's what's up. Yes. Farmer son prepping. Same here. I have a singular response to thieves, and that is, get off my lawn. The whole Clint Eastwood, get off my lawn. Can't stand a motherfucking thief. Can't stand a fucking rapist. Can't stand none of that bullshit. Can't stand the fucking murderers. I'm that way. We're all about staying on the up and up. We're all about being righteous. You'll notice even in one of my previous streams, I called out motherfuckers that was sitting there resting on their laurels. I don't give a fuck who you are. You better stand up and stand straight. My daddy used to say it, straighten up and fly right, son. And I mean it. Straighten the fuck up and fly right. So, yeah. Yo, that's right. That's right. Let me see if I can get the line right. Was get the fuck off my lawn. You hear me, Zipperhead? I used to stack gook fucks like you 6 foot high and use you for sandbags. Now, get off my lawn. Hey. Yeah, you're right, Fetty. Frauds like that need to be exposed. Don't be lying, like, for reals. I'll always tell people I'm not a military man. I'm a minute man. My granddad was in the military. My granddad was in the Navy. My sister was in the Navy. I wanted to be in the Navy. I never got never really got through with that. I wanted to be in the Marine Corps when I figured out that I couldn't be in the Navy. The Marine Corps said, no, we don't want you. I wanted to be in the Army after I found out that the Marine Corps didn't want me. Army said, yeah, here's your one chance. Better make it fucking shine. I got stabbed in the fucking chest the day I was going to go into MEPS. Oh, man. You want to talk about something that piss you off? So, yeah, I will only claim what I've done. I'm a Minuteman. I never served in the military, and I do not foresee myself serving in the military because of physical injuries that happened to me. That does not mean that I would not willingly do so. It just means that for the time being, I'm kind of just, I'm stuck, is what it is. But I shoulder that burden and I go forwards. Still have the possibility of being militia because we are all the militia. The militia is defined as the people being so armed. That's literally the definition of the militia. So doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're an American citizen, you can say, I am the militia. Mostly my attitude kept me out, but the Army didn't give a fuck about that. They were like, oh, we'll fix your attitude problem. And I was like, okay. Just a second, y'all. I got a dumbass fucking acting up over here. Oi! You little bastard, that's you! Mustafa. Sorry, I gotta be on point with that because my neighbor's got little tiny dogs and they're really fucking stupid expensive. God, they're so freaking crazy expensive. It's insane. I spent maybe the equivalent of about $350 of time, effort, and whatnot to get my dog. The neighbor for one of their dogs, for just one, is $3,500. It's 10 times the price for one of their dogs versus one of mine. And their dogs are big enough I could lift them up with one hand. So yeah, cannot make that mistake. Can't have him doing that. It's not his fault. It's not anybody's fault. Those little dogs are delicate. Real bummer. They're tiny and delicate, and it's not their fault. It's actually humanity's fault for that one. Kind of fucked up. That's why I personally will only ever have working dogs. It's because I refuse to have the little toy shits. It's a matter of I couldn't handle it if I had a little toy dog and it got killed. I used to have a Jack Russell Fox Terrier mix, and that dog was so fucking high strung that when he got hit by a truck, I wasn't surprised, but it did still fuck me up. It did. Dog, little tiny little, see spot run kind of dog, but I saw a Spot run right into the middle of traffic. That's why I'll only ever have working dogs from here on out. Working or war dog. Nothing else. Labradors, or like what I've got now, shepherds. Big on it, especially like the Aleutian Shepherd, Doberman Pincers, German Shepherds, Border Collies. Great dogs. Great dogs. They're really smart. They're wicked smart. But right now, I got a triple threat war dog, and that's why it's a matter of, can't afford to let him and the neighbor dogs get into it. Any Hoosiers, this stream has been going on a little bit too fucking long. It has been an hour and some odd minutes. And dude, I know y'all got work to get to. I know y'all got shit to go and do. And I got to get down the road to go and train before my mama shows up later on today. So, as it were, this is Yo Guardsman on. And motherfuckers, I am out.